Hey guys, so this is the second part of why I'm playing the long game. And the reason why I'm making this is because the first one was, of course, very popular. People liked it, people could relate to it. And I thought that I had some slightly different things to add, purely based on mindset and sort of how I feel about what I'd feel like if I wasn't playing the long game, and if I wasn't doing what I'm doing to essentially get to the long-term goal. So last time we talked about the instant gratification of being lean for events, or just basically being lean for Instagram, or to potentially, in a way, please your mindset. So your mindset is always going to be thinking, it's going to be observing the way that you look. And it's going to be very sort of basically intrigued as to how long you can stay in a position where you're comfortable. You're going to consistently, in a gaining phase or a diet, look at yourself in the mirror and observe and analyse and think, do I like what I see? A lot of the time, as bodybuilders, male or female, we prefer the leaner look. We prefer the jawline. We prefer the aesthetic abs. And we prefer the vascularity in the gym. And we prefer people coming up to us and saying, wow, you know, you're looking great. Because you get comments like that when you're lean, male or female. And it's something that certainly makes us want to continue what we're doing. And that's the thing that I really think holds people back, aside of the instant gratification and the social media. It's that grasp on being lean. Now, a lot of people will think, you know, this is quite maybe a harsh or a rude or maybe a silly comparison. But the reason why people deal with anorexia is that they feel like they have an element of control. They control the ability to restrict their food intake drastically. And therefore they feel like they're the one doing the damage. They feel like they can grasp hold of that. That's why people die. Because they grasp hold of it. And once they've grasped hold of it, they don't want to fucking let go. They want to hold on to that shit forever because they've got that control. Once they eat more than is necessary and gain weight, what's the control in that? You know, what control does that take? But in reality, it takes far more control. It takes far more guts and determination for someone that's been dealing with that to then eat and gain the necessary weight to be healthy. It's kind of a bit, it's totally different ballpark, but it's very similar in a sense to the situation that bodybuilders go through. It's an element of grasp. Once you have the grasp on being lean, you think you've got the control element, you don't want to let that go. You see it fade in the mirror and you feel like you're losing control. When in reality, you're just getting healthy, guys. So from a mindset perspective, you've got to be strong. You've got to be really, really with it up here to be able to develop the ability to push forwards. A lot of people talk about when they're getting ready for a show, that what they think about is their name being called out second, or them losing, essentially. And I can totally relate to that. I felt that a lot throughout my prep. I don't want anything but first. It made me physically anxious and sick. I was sometimes on specific movements in the gym, I'm not going to leave anything here, because I don't want anyone to be doing anything better than me than this. I want to leave absolutely everything in this gym today. So what I think about, what makes me sick, what makes me really horrid, like feel horrid, is the idea of me stepping on stage again and people saying, people in the audience, like sitting there in the audience and pointing down and saying, Asia doesn't look improved since he was a junior. Doesn't look much bigger. It doesn't look any more conditioned. His glutes are still not striated head to toe. He's still got missing body parts. His arms are still shit and his chest is still shit. I'd be fucking absurdly angry if someone had the ability to contextualize that and say it. I want people to be so convinced that I'm improved that no one could potentially chance saying that I've gone backwards, stayed the same, or even looked worse. It makes me feel horrid that the amount of work that I know that I'm going to put in for someone to even think about saying that would make me ill. So, in all honesty, that's what drives me. I don't want to look the same. I don't want to look worse. I want to look drastically better. Like, I want it to be night and day. I want to step on stage, and I don't even want to hit a post. I don't even want to hit a post. I want to walk out. I want to be walking out to step on the call out line, and I want people to say, "Holy shit, is he bigger? Holy shit, has he made improvements?" Without me even hitting a pose. I want to be completely relaxed, and people to say, "Holy shit, is that AJ? You know, it looks like he's eaten his junior physique." That's what I want. And that's what motivates me every day. And in fact, I've got it written on my whiteboard. I've got the idea of that written on my whiteboard. It says shock people. It says shock people. Because that's what I want to do. I shocked people as a junior in some ways with conditioning. I want to shock people with the improvements that I'm going to make. So think about that, guys. Think, are you going to do that? Or are you just going to look very similar? Because most of you are going to look similar. Very similar. Because you either compete too frequently, or you don't spend enough time playing the long game. So play the long game, guys, because you want to shock people, you want to impress. I'm going to leave it there for today. Hope this video is, again, potentially hit a tone with people and you can relate to it. And any questions as usual, any other topics you'd like me to discuss, please let me know. And of course, a plug for the membership site if you want to see more content like this, or ask me very specific questions, very specific answers in Q&As, please sign up. Cheers guys, and see you soon.